He found something.
Have an adventurous day from the Three Brothers.
Oh my word! We're riding and ranking every single coaster here at Carowinds. I've got some buddies with me, and we're gonna have some fun. I hope you're ready. I hope you're excited. Let's go. We are here today for early park entry. Now, I do have the Prestige Pass, which means Prestige Pass I could use that spot for. Really, I don't know that it's that much faster here anyway. Lines are shorter and you don't have nearly as many people just waiting to get into the park. Let's go. We're still waiting on Theme Park Mark to come and join us. Look who it is. We are ranking rides today by fast feeling, scary, fun, smooth, and by their theme. Each one of those will be ranked from 1 to 10. So let's go. One rule of this that we actually decided on yesterday night is we can veto any rides that we don't want to ride. If you're not gonna ride them, then you can't rank them if you've never ridden them. Like, that kind of makes sense, right? So, so we will be vetoing a few where we're gonna be like, nah, I'm not gonna hit that one. But most of these rides we're gonna be hitting today. Okay, now they do not have early park entry. I thought they did, but they're in a line back here. That's not early park entry. So apparently they don't do early park entry here. That's what Mark said. So we're instead going to Rope Drop for Fury and a couple of other rides, maybe Wild Mouse, because it's a really low capacity ride that gets really low amounts. So we'll see what we can do. But you get held over here at the Arbor, so we'll go check it out and see what it's like. Oh no. Fury got stopped up there. Okay, now right now everybody's running off to Fury, but here's the deal. That just means immediately it's going to be a bit too much for it to handle right away, which means it's going to be a longer line. It's going to go down as soon as this whole group of people that are running to it get through. So we're going to head up here to Ricochet really fast and then get that done as quickly as we possibly can. Before, it's such a low capacity ride, we're going to hit that first before we hit Fury and some of the other rides.
All right, you guys going in?
All right, you're not going?
No.
All right.
No,
Drew's wimping out. Yeah, it'll be quick. At least we won't have to wait. So we're gonna hit this one real fast. Ricochet. Now, this gets really long lines very quickly, and we don't want to wait for long lines. So we're gonna hop in it right away. This is very low capacity though, that's part of the problem. Takes a long line to load people into each of these seats. All right, Ricochet done. That's a pretty awful experience. So let's talk about where we're gonna rank it.
Screaming up there?
Now, yeah, I screamed at Drew. It hurts.
Looked like it.
Now, for fast feeling, it's really about the feeling for us. We've got Drew at a 2. And for me, I am at a 3 on it. I think it's a little bit fast, but not that much, you know, but maybe a bit more than they do.
Fast for the size.
Yes. Yeah, well, and a lot of it's that you hit those edges and you're like, ouch, ouch, you know? So, scary. Drew, what you got?
That's a 5 for me. I don't like the heights and I don't like how it jolts you around the corners.
Okay.
You feel like you're gonna fly out.
Scary is how scared I am of getting hurt.
However you want to interpret it. What do you think?
If that's the case, then I'd say probably a 6.
6? Okay. Yep, I'm a little bit terrified I'm gonna get hurt on it, and it doesn't feel good at all. So, like, I'm much more scared on that than I am on doing a 300-foot drop. So, I'm gonna actually put it for scary. I'm gonna put it at like a 6. Okay, Drew, fun. Where would
Fun?
you rank it?
Oh,
Yes.
that's an 8. It's still fun.
8?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because it's a fun family ride.
Okay.
It's fun.
Mark?
-1.
We'll put a 1.
My
All
rankings are
right.
weird.
And for me, I'm gonna put it at a 3. It's still fun. It's just not that fun. Smooth. Where would you put it, Drew?
Ricochet,
Yeah.
smoothness. This is hard because the dips are smooth.
I'd say 4 because it's smooth but janky.
Okay.
All right.
So Mark says 4. Drew
4
says 4.
Yeah.
Okay. This thing hurts like hell. I don't think the smoothness and Ricochet have anything to do with each other. So I'm gonna say a 1. And then theme.
Was there a theme?
No.
What is the theme? I don't know what the theme would even be.
Fair ride.
Fair ride. Yeah, it's in the fair section.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
1.
1. Okay.
It has a name.
Yeah.
It's a name.
I'm gonna go with a 1.
It's not just Wild Mouse, a spinner ride.
Yes.
Even Wild Mouse at Cedar Point has a much better theme than
I'll say 2
this.
for theme because it has a name.
2, because
Not
it has
just
a
generic
name.
Wild Mouse.
I'm going 1 because I don't get it.
I'm down with that.
Yeah. There's
I
nothing
think
to
it's
get.
one that's kind of just been grandfathered into the area.
got
You know,
cars.
like somewhere along the way they changed the name of the area. I'm going to say 1, 2 for theme. So that is for Wild Mouse. And we'll talk about totals in just a second here. Now we are on our way into Fury. Let's go. All right. So Mark is saying that there's just it's just a 10 no matter what. And I told him he can't do that right away. Now he could do it once we're done, but it has to be with an open mind that we go on this. So you can't decide ahead of time.
I think I've ridden this enough to know what I'm going to think of it.
So overall, for Ricochet, we have 15 points for Mark, 14 points for me, and 20 points for Drew. So we'll see where all the others rank. Let's go. Drew ranked that ride the highest out of both of us, or all 3 of us, and he's the one who decided not to ride it. So I don't know if his opinion counts, but there is still not a line in Fury this morning because this thing is a people-eating machine. So that's why I don't recommend to come and be the very first person on it, because it's not going to get a massive line at the beginning of the day, almost no matter what. If it's incredibly busy, like the whole parking lot's full, then definitely come and run here for the very first thing. But otherwise, you'll be able to finish up everything pretty easily. Mark's already said 10s. Okay, but in all fairness, it may be that with all of us. So,
Best feeling in the
but
park,
let's
too.
see. Yeah. So we've got Fury. All right. So fast feeling. Mark, let's start with you.
10. Extremely fast, especially on the front.
It's crazy fast. On the front?
On the front, you get the chipmunk cheeks.
Oh, well, man, if I ride it at the back, then it's crazy fast. So 10. Okay. I almost would hate to say 10 right away.
Right.
But I do feel like there's no other option. You know, like that's what it is. It's incredibly fast. And then Drew, what about you?
Oh, that's going to be a 10 for speed. Is that right?
Yeah, for speed,
Yeah, it's
fast feeling.
It's,
Yep.
It's fast. It is fast.
It's crazy fast.
It is fast.
I think it's way faster. I think
it's
than
not even fast feeling. It's
yeah,
fast.
yeah. But it feels fast too.
you gray
Like
out,
I
then-
would say, Millennium Force doesn't feel fast, but it's just about as fast. But it doesn't feel like you're going as fast. This, you feel the power
Okay.
of it. You
I'll-
know.
I'll have to refresh
Like,
your-
yeah.
right
We'll have
on
to try it
Millennium,
this year. Yeah. Okay.
Because I felt like that's fast. Millennium Force is fast.
Well, I mean, it's undeniably
feeling, yeah,
fast, but doesn't feel as fast.
It's not B&M.
Okay. Scary.
10.
You gonna put a 10?
Or, I mean, a lot of people are scared of it.
Okay.
They won't
What you
ride
gonna
it.
do?
All right, so this is weird because it goes up the lift hill really fast. So it's going to be like a 6.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not too bad for me because it goes fast.
Yeah.
So it's done and over with.
I would kind of agree with that. It sets me on edge a little bit, but it's not that scary. So I'm going to give it a 7 I don't think it's that scary, but it does make me kind of go, oh, I feel like I could fly out, you know? So
If your ears
look
pop,
at it coming into the park and they're like,
oh
no,
yeah.
doing
Lots of people are doing that. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Guarantee that. So then fun. What you gonna do, Mark?
It's always fun. Always a blast.
10.
10.
Yeah.
Start to finish.
What about you?
9.
Drew? 9?
9.
Okay.
I took one away because it's a little scary.
Because of the lift hill?
The lift hill, but it goes up fast, so it's all right.
Yes. I'm gonna do a 10. It's gotta be a 10. I think it's one of the most fun rides I've ever ridden. Legit. Okay, and then smooth. Let's start with you this time, Drew. What
right.
you think?
Oh, it's B&M. 10.
Which means it's a 10.
It's smooth. 10, B&M.
Now, B&Ms are not always smooth. There is a ride called Raptor. I'm giving this one a 10 also because it's fantastic. Incredibly smooth, and that's part of why, like, even when it goes incredibly fast, even when it sets my teeth a little bit on edge, it's still so smooth that I'm never, like, nervous, you know? Like, I'm never really actually nervous. It's just scary enough to get my adrenaline going, and that makes it kind of perfect. Okay, theme.
Theming is a 10 because you feel like you're on the back of a Hornet.
Legit.
Best theming in the park, arguably with Copperhead Strike.
Yeah, I would say Copperhead Strike is better, but
still 10.
we're not ranking next to each other, we're just ranking.
They're both 10.
Yeah. So I'm going to agree also. So we all gave it 10 on theming. So this theming, like, there's a bee motif everywhere. I took a whole bunch of B-roll, so you see it right here. You are on the back of a Hornet. You are in its nest, and to me it makes me feel like I'm on that scene on Honey, I Shrunk the Kids where he's riding a bee. And you're literally like doing this like the whole time. You're just like hanging on for dear life. Like, it really feels that way, and that's part of what makes it so fun. I told him he's not allowed to, and he still did all 10s. So Mark is at a 50 for this. Nah, you can do it. I just think that's funny. Fury gets 46 points for me. Drew gave Fury 46 points also, meaning that very clearly Fury is very much more popular than Ricochet is. Here we are on the Carolina Cyclone, heading in right now. Drew's first time doing it.
I'm not expecting much.
No, I'm a little bit scared. I did it 2 years ago, but I'm not totally sure what to expect this year. Okay, now when you're riding this ride, put your head back on both of these loops. Put your head forward right here. Put your head back again as you go into the 2 corkscrews. Put your head forward again now, because there were some helixes that surprised me right on the other side of that. So expect the helixes, put your head forward so you have a little bit of freedom to move. So Drew, you rode this one.
Yes.
This is your first time.
Yes.
What was your fast feeling? What would you rank it for?
Fast feeling would be a 7 just because.
Because. What would you do?
I'll say 5. It's not particularly fast. It's not particularly slow.
Yeah, right in the middle.
Yeah.
I kind of hate a classic Aero, but I think I would say it's probably a 4.
What you think for scary?
Scary?
Yeah.
1.
Oh, you don't think it's scary at all?
No.
Whoa,
Oh,
okay.
wait. No. I forgot about the lift hill. It does that thing.
Yeah.
So let's go 4.
4?
Just because of the lift hill.
Just because of the lift hill.
I'm not scared of going upside down.
All right. What about you?
I'm gonna say 4. Because
4.
universally, I feel like people might be scared of the inversions,
Yeah, sure.
especially the corkscrew.
Okay, so for me, for this one, it's getting like a 7 because I am terrified of this ride. I do not like corkscrews. It's not a big one for me. So, fun, what you think?
Was it fun? It was pretty fun, but it was also painful. So,
Okay.
5. Right
5?
in the middle.
5. What
I
about
would
you?
agree. I'd say 5. It was a better ride today than it was the other day. When
I agree. I agree that this was the better ride that I've ever done. Now, some of that's also because I've learned to now ride defensively, like I just talked to you guys about. So you need to put your head back and forward kind of strategically while you ride it. But yeah, I think I'm gonna say for fun, I'm gonna say a 4. It's not one I'm gonna want to ride a million times. Drew, how was it for smooth?
All right, surprisingly smooth, but not smooth.
Okay.
So, 4.
4, okay.
It wasn't too jostly, I'd say 5.
Okay. And this is where I'm really gonna differ because I'm gonna give it like a 2 for me. I don't like it. It's not smooth. It doesn't feel good. You know what? I'm gonna bump it up to a 3. But I don't like it. I don't like it. It's not as bad as Corkscrew, but it's not good. We've got Theme.
Theme?
It's a Cyclone. Does it deliver on its theme?
Is that a Carolina Blue?
A what?
Is that Carolina Blue?
I don't know. Is it? Maybe.
Then I'm gonna go with a 7.
A 7?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's Carolina Cyclone.
And
got
it's
the
Carolina.
It's got the blue.
7?
But I've also seen a million of them. So
Gotcha.
I'd say 8. I like the building too. Very old looking, like would actually be part of the Cyclone era.
Okay, and for me with that, I'm gonna give it, I think I'll do a 7. It's not bad theming at all. It feels like you were in a tornado, and I feel a little bit bruised up afterwards. So it kind of all works, right? It's a pretty decent theme. Not my favorite ride ever, but it's okay. All right, and with that, that means Mark gave Carolina Cyclone 27. Drew gave Carolina Cyclone 26, and I gave it a 25. Let's go.
There we go.
All right, next we are on our way into Carolina Goldrusher. Test out one more ride here on this Monday morning. And rank one more ride here on this Monday morning. Let's go. Carolina Goldrusher is a ride that's very similar to mine ride at Cedar Point. Has a very similar type of seat in it and a very similar type of ride just altogether. I do find it usually to be pretty fun, but we're going into this with a blank slate. Let's see what we actually think about it right now. Let's go. First of all, Carolina Goldrusher at the end is honestly the worst part of the entire ride because you just move like 3 feet, not even 3 feet. You move 6 inches and then they're like, slam on the brakes. Move 6 inches again, slam on the brakes. It's horrible. The rest of it's okay-ish. Let's talk about it. All right, Mark, fast feeling. What you think?
Fast? 2.
What you at?
I'm gonna say a 2 because there is a helix, so it's not a 1, it's a 2.
Okay.
It's a mine ride.
Now I'm gonna say right there at the end, it kind of does go fast, and it's actually a little bit intense there at the end. So I'm gonna give it a 3. But still, all low numbers there, one way or another. Scary, Mark.
It's a 1. It's a kid's family ride. Mine train.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Okay, what you think?
I'm gonna say 2, just because the lift helped.
And I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna give it a 2. It's scary-ish, but it's gonna be good for almost any family, no matter what. Fun, Mark. What you think?
For me, it's very low, but for overall scope, I'd say maybe a 4 because kids really like it. They'll actually fit in the seats and they're not gonna get bashed around.
All right. What you think, Drew?
I'm also gonna go with a 4.
Okay.
Fun?
Yeah, for fun.
Yeah, because it's a fun ride, but not fun for me.
Gotcha. Yeah, for fun, I'm gonna go with the 2. I don't really think it's that fun. Now, I like these rides, but like the funny thing is, I would probably rank the mine ride at Cedar Point a lot higher, but that's almost purely based on nostalgia, not so much on the ride itself. I'm not a huge fan of this ride. Maybe that also just means that there are better rides at this park than there are at Cedar Point. All right, so smooth.
1. The transitions were really bad.
Really
for
rough.
Aero mine train.
Yep. Okay, what'd you think?
All right, don't hate me. It's a 3 because I didn't expect it to be smooth at some points.
Okay.
But it's painful.
Gotcha.
But there were some points like the helix and stuff like that.
For me, I'm gonna go with the 1, 2. You know what? I'll give it a 2. I'll give it a 2. It's a little bit smoothish, but it hurts so many times, and especially right there at the end, it hurts. And then you go over helixes, and you, like you said, transition through things, and it's just like you're just hitting back and forth everywhere. Here's a fun one though: theming.
I'd say an 8.
Okay.
Well, theme for Mine Train.
Yeah. It's a mine train. It's all made out of wood. It looks like a train, literally. What do you say, Drew?
Well, it's a mine ride. It's decorated like a mine ride. I'm gonna give it a 9.
It even smells like an antique shop when you go through that little tunnel. So I'm gonna give it a 10 for the vibes and for the smells alone. So let's go, let's keep on walking. So for Carolina Goldrusher, Mark gave it 16 points, I gave it 19 points, and Drew gave it 20 points. The high one. Getting some drinks and some water. Let's go. Blue Ridge Country Kitchen. Here we come. Coming to grab some food. Always remember to hydrate. Now, Mark is going to be heading out pretty soon. He's got to work today because he's got a cush job where he has to work on vacation. But we are on our way into Copperhead Strike. So we're going to hit kind of just a couple of big rides right before we leave here. So that we get to rank them together, some of our favorites. So let's go. All right, so that thing hurts my balls.
The restraints tighten up there.
Yes. Let's talk about where we rank it. Okay, Mark, where would you rank it for fast feeling?
I'd say 4. It
4?
has launches, but the rest of it just feels
never
slow.
Particularly fast, right? Yeah.
So, as far as speed goes, it's going to be a 5 because you do have the launches, but you also have a bunch of airtime where you're just like slowly tipping upside down.
Yes. And for me, I think I'm going to do a 4. It's never particularly fast. Sometimes it moves pretty fast, but it's always moving fast, only in service, only fast enough to make you hang when you go upside down. So you go upside down and you just kind of stop there for a second and then continue around. That's part of the charm of it. It's part of the fun, but it's also a lot. So let's go. Scary. Where'd you rank it?
I'd say 7.
7?
The visual element, people looking at the hang time, they look at it and say, nope, not going to do that.
Yeah, okay. What about you, Drew?
All right, so as far as how scary it was, I'm going to go with the 8 because I'm actually scared of it. Like, I feel like you're going to fly out of your seat.
Yeah.
Or fall out while you're upside down.
And I'm going to go very similarly, honestly, because for me, I'm going to give it a 9 because it really does scare me. Like, I like it, but that first JoJo roll going really, really slow out of the lift hill or out of the station is terrifying, but it's also fun, and I'm glad they do it because it gives you some confidence in the ride restraints right away. If you're gonna fall out, you're gonna fall out then, and you're only 6 feet off the floor, so who cares? I mean, it would hurt, but you'd probably survive it. But anyway, it scares me though. Every part of it scares me. The hang time scares me. The ride restraints pinch on places that they shouldn't pinch on. So, yeah, it scares me. Fun, Mark.
It's a 10. I love
10?
hang time. And it's got a lot of it.
What about you, Drew?
All right, so I'm gonna go with the 6.
6?
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's fair.
Yeah, I'm still scared of it, but it's fun. The launches are fun. The launches are really fun.
I think I'm gonna go right in the middle with a 7. I love that ride. I think it's very fun. I enjoy it a lot. I could do it frequently, but if I did it too often, it would eventually start making me feel real sick. Okay, so theme for Copperhead Strike, what you got?
It's a 10. Pretty
It's a
easily.
10.
It's right up there with Fury.
What you got, Drew?
It's a 10 for sure.
It's a 10?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say it's a 10 too.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a great ride.
Little interest sign.
It's a fantastic themed experience. So
And the little show all the way out.
yeah, they even have a little show inside it, and all the way through the queue there's a full themed area. So it's just really cool. It's not really like a specified theme, but it's a fun theme, and it works really well for the area where it is. So I love it.
It just occurred to me, it feels like a snake.
Yes.
You're
Yeah.
slithering.
And maybe we are the snake in it, and that's why the chickens are afraid of us.
All right.
Ah.
The theming is great.
Let's go. So for Copperhead Strike, we have Mark giving Copperhead Strike 40 points. We have me giving Copperhead Strike 37, and we have Drew giving Copperhead Strike 36.
All right.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, we're all fairly close, right? Getting back row on Afterburn. Let's go. Afterburn in the back row is intense. So fast, but so smooth. And I absolutely adore that ride. It's so much fun. But let's talk about it in just a second here. Now, I can tell you one thing that none of us is going to do, and it's this horrible flying contraption right above us here. It's terrible. We've never ridden it, but I'm going to judge it anyway. Look at them. They're upside down. They're upside down going up a lift hill head first. No. I'm not going to do that. No. I have more self-respect than that, so we're not going to do it. No. Mama didn't raise me to ride a ride like that. All right, Mark and I are going to be hitting this. We're using my single-use fast lane and his actual fast lane.
It works.
Drew's going to hang out here. Now, when you're using this, it says, please wait, we will be with you shortly. And then you have to scan in your card and the QR code on the back. I'm not going to show that to you now, but to get in. Oh, there isn't? Oh, then we just scanned. Never mind. I thought there was someone to get us in. Okay, Mark. Afterburn.
Afterburn.
Fast.
9. It's pretty intense, especially in the back.
Especially in the back, yes. Scary.
Scary. Probably 6.
6.
In the off-ride look.
Fun.
Fun. It's a great ride. I'd say 9.
9. Smooth.
Smooth B&M. 9.
9. Theme.
I kind of like the flight theme, the Top Gun. Like I'd say it's 7.
7. Okay. And then Thunder. What's this one called?
Intimidator.
Intimidator.
Thunder Intimidator.
Thunder Intimidator. So fast feeling.
I'd say 9. Not quite as fast as Fury, but still good.
Scary.
Scary. People probably afraid of the drop, so I'd say 6.
6. Fun.
Fun. It's great fun. It's probably got more airtime than Fury, so I'd say 10.
10. And smooth.
Smooth. 9.
We got another B&M, right?
B&M. It kind of janks a little towards the back, but it's still good.
Theme.
What theme? They removed it.
1.
Yeah, 3.
3. Okay.
Because it kind of fits in with the area.
I might
too.
say 1 just out of spite.
Out of spite. That works.
Everyone say bye to Theme Park Mark. Go check him out too. Theme Park Mark 1 on YouTube. It's great to see you. Have a great one. See you later. Yeah, thanks for reaching out. I didn't even know he was gonna be here. He just was like,
lined up.
Yeah, he's always somewhere. So if I'm somewhere, then he might be there too.
I'm trying to do something.
Look, it's Easter Bunny Snoopy. We're headed into Harmony House to grab something to eat for lunch and get our timer started. Let's go. Okay, so never mind about the food. We're not going to get food when we're waiting in this kind of line. But we are going to get some plastic cups for waters. You know one?
Yeah.
Or two? Or three? All right, now that Mark is left. So, fast feeling for Afterburn.
Afterburn?
Yeah, what do you remember from it?
That was
yesterday.
Afterburn is like Raptor.
Yes.
Speed, you say?
Yeah,
right.
Fast feeling.
Fast feeling, probably a 7. 7 because it's not that fast, but it's, you know, going into the loops and the inversions and stuff like that, you feel like you're being launched a little bit.
Okay. I'm going to give it a 10 for the fast feeling.
Yeah.
Because that thing feels like you are zooming the entire time, especially in the back row. We rode it in the back row last time. So it's crazy fast with that. Also, you can't see where you're going. If you're in the front, it feels a little bit different because you're seeing where you're going, but you don't see where you're going, and I actually kind of like that experience better on Afterburn. Scary. What would you say? You didn't ride it, so it's probably high?
Right. It's actually not too high because it reminds me of Raptor, and Raptor's at my home park, so probably a 6. Probably a 6, because I didn't ride it because I was scared. So.
All right, and for me, I'm gonna give it, for scary, I'm gonna give it a 7 because it's intense. It is scary. It makes my heart race, and that's part of why it's fun too. Like, I'm not necessarily saying that as a way of saying like it's bad. It's not bad at all. It's just, it's a little bit scary. That's just the honest truth. All right, Drew, fun.
Fun? 5.
5,
right in the middle.
All right.
Sometimes I'm scared of it, sometimes I'm not. There we go. It all depends on my mood.
I'm going to give it a 9 for fun. Sometimes it's a little bit much for me, but it's still something that is just an adrenaline blaster, and I love that. Smooth.
Smooth?
Yeah.
From what I remember, probably about a 6. Yeah, it's still a little rough.
There at the end, it gets a little bit not smooth. But overall, like, even when it really hits at the very end, the very last brake run, it is very smooth throughout that. There's just one spot where it kind of shakes, and I hit my ear during that. But other than that, not terrible. So I'm going to give it an 8, I think. All right, Drew, theme.
All right, so this is a good one. Theming is going to be an 8. There's a jet outside of the ride. There's a bunch of stuff. They have the shark, like fighter jet, kind of like cars. So 8.
I'm going to give it a 10 because you legitimately feel like you are piloting a jet fighter. It's in the Aeronautica Land, so it's very thematic to where it even is placed. Inside, it's all, you know, the dark colors. Even the trains have like a very jet feel about them. Just all the way through. Even when you get on, you're dispatched. You're not just like leaving the station. So I like all those little details like that they have on Afterburn. So overall, Mark gave Afterburn 40 points. I gave it 44 points. And Drew gave it 32 points. So for Mark, it is a 37 for Old Intimidator. What is it called?
Thunder Striker.
Thunder Striker. I cannot get that in my head. 37 for Mark, 32 for me, and 30 for Drew. So powerful. All right, we're on our way back into the park to continue this challenge. Let's go. Stopped for a drink back there. Cheers. All right, we are headed into the Jukebox Diner for a burger, some fries, maybe some onion rings. We'll see what we come up with. Also, Carowinds has a music festival coming up with LeAnna, Skillet, and Florida. They're going to be coming to Carowinds, so go check that out if you're in the area, or if you're going to be in the area. for those concerts. It's kind of fun that they can do musical festivals like that here at Carowinds. It is turning into a very hot day, so this ice cold blonde ale here is definitely a great choice. It's been crazy hot, and just now all of a sudden, like it was pretty cool this morning, overcast and just a nice day, but
It's definitely over 80.
yeah, now it's definitely over 80. So, and for northerners, we just don't deal well with that kind of
I was
heat.
about to bring a hoodie in this morning.
It is also nice and cool in here too. So that's another thing I really do like about this location. All right, so I got a burger and I also got mashed potatoes and gravy, which is kind of different. Usually I wouldn't have mashed potatoes with a burger, but in this case I wanted to try it and just see what it's like. And also the burger I haven't tried yet, so that's why I wanted to get that this time. How is it, Drew?
It's good.
Good.
Mashed potatoes are good.
You look hungry.
I'm hungry.
Hey everybody, we've hit Gremlin Hour. I'm so tired, but he just stood up and said that, hey, he feels better. I think he's trying to motivate me
trying to power
in some
through it.
sneaky way, and I'm not having it, but I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna eventually, but it's hard because I still need to finish this, and it's warm,
Oh,
and nobody
throw it
likes
out.
warm beer, but I can't throw it out. I paid like $12.50.
I know,
for this.
right? Oh no, you're good. I'm doing the same thing. Aeronautica, yeah. Here, chase it. You're hurting me.
Chase it away. Chase it, you're hurting me. Hurler is testing again. We hope we can hit it, but we'll see. Now, there is something over here, Vortex, where we can go. There's a coaster over here called Vortex, and it is a stand-up coaster. We have not ridden that yet, and therefore we haven't ranked it either. So the plan is for us to rank it right now. Let's go. All right, next we are going on Vortex. Let's go. All right, so Vortex said it went down for the count. So instead, we're moving on. Let's go. And our first flat ride of the day is Scrambler. Might be 2 rotations that it'll take for us to get on, but let's go. I am absolutely exhausted, so I need some like rest time. All right, now they did give me a bracelet here, and they put the date on it also. And then you can come back, you can get your water. Yeah, and then they have chips up with her up there if you want to get chips. This looks nice and cold. I love the fountains out there. You can sit here and you can get a little bit of rest, take a load off, relax. So, the only thing I wish I could do that I can't do in here is take my shirt off, which I would love to do. I'd love to just cool off quite a bit like that, but not here. Wow, I just slept real hard for about 30 minutes. Now I'm going over to meet Drew. I was just so tired. I was like, I don't think I'm gonna make it through the rest of this day if I don't get a little bit of a nap in. All right, testing. We got the mics on now, using those. Let's see how those sound for the rest of this video. We're going to be going to as many flat rides as we possibly can. I think it's gonna be really fun. We've kind of had a relaxing afternoon. Now it's time for us to get a whole bunch more stuff done. And what is on my nose? Nothing. It's just the lighting. That's cool. I really want to hit some shows. I'm really bummed there's no shows there. I don't think there's any shows at King's Dominion. And it looks like that's where we're going tomorrow. You guys are voting for where we go. And it looks like that's the vote. So go check out my community posts if you ever want to be a part of that kind of stuff. Check out my community posts, check out my Instagram, stuff like that, because that is where I post about those things. I will be doing this year an Instagram Decides My Day. Also, we'll be doing lots of little creative things like that. So it takes you guys voting. And then you get to be a huge part of changing what this channel actually is and what happens on it. It's time for some Camp Snoopy coasters. And I might need a picture with Snoopy himself, the man himself. Snoopy, can I get a picture with you? Yay! We have a couple of kids rides back here, kids coasters that we're gonna have to hit. Kind of wooden, tiny little wooden coasters. You can see it right now if you look closely. So let's go.
I am so proud to say that according to the 19...
Also, here's the Camp Snoopy show happening right now.
Page 27, paragraph 17, sentence 5. You are all now official Beagle Scouts! Yes, we are!
Man, Woodstock Express has quite a line for it. Snoopy Junction's closed. That's kind of sad. It's like a cute little train attraction. But then if you walk around this way, around this coaster, you get around on the other side, there's like a whole area for kids to play. It's really cool. I just want you guys to see it, to know that it's here if you have a family, and especially some kids who might be able to use it. Also, conveniently on the way there, you have the snack depot. And I love this little Lucy psychiatric help. 5 cents. The doctor is in. I think that's super cute. But if you come back here, there's also a massive playground. There's a little roller coaster also for kids. And this playground is a fantastic playground. We're going to try to not see too much of it, but it's pretty cool. There's also a little auditorium over here, but it doesn't look like they've done anything with that, maybe even for like a year. But this playground is pretty fantastic and worthwhile as a parent if you have kids to go visit. That playground also is friendly for anyone with any kind of ability. So no matter who you are, it's a fun thing that you can do. If you have a kid that's differently abled in any kind of way, there's something that they can do still on that playground. That looks like a fun little spinny ride. I don't think I've seen that before. This park is so fetch, guys. Trent, stop trying to make fetch happen. It's not going to happen. Sorry, I'm still in my Mean Girls era. Now, because this is a kid's ride, we're not gonna ride it, but we are going to talk about it just a little bit. You can ride it as an adult, and you can ride it with your kids also. But it is a wooden coaster. It's just very Blue Streak-esque. Kings Island has a very similar type coaster in their kids area also. I forget what it's called right now. Is it Woodstock Express too?
Woodstock Express.
There's this Woodstock Express also.
Yeah, that's the wood one.
Yeah, this one's Woodstock Express, yeah. So both of them are Woodstock Express. They're both very similar, and they're both great little rides. They're nothing too exciting though, and they are a little bit jumpy, a little bit, maybe not the best, smoothest things that you can ride. But kids don't care. Kids have brains that are bolted in their heads, and they have bodies that haven't flabbed out yet. So nothing hurts on them. They just can do it. But we can't. We're old men in our mid-30s. We're about dead on the internet. So yeah, it's just,
I have a Facebook.
we can't do it. I was there when the black magic was formed on Facebook.
My 90-year-old grandma has a Facebook, and so does his too.
Yep, that's true. Now look, I'm full of double standards, okay guys, but we are going to ride Kiddie Hawk. This is a very similar ride to the ride that they have at Kings Island. It's a kids coaster also. I think the track layout is a twin. It's the same thing. That's not my favorite ride, and it can be a little bit rough, but we are gonna rank it today after we ride it. So let's go. So for fast, how was Kiddie Hawk? What do you think?
It was slow.
It was slow? So what would you rank it at?
A 1.
A 1, okay. And I'm the same way. I definitely think it's not a great ride as far as how fast you're going. You're never going fast really at all. So I'm giving it a 1 also.
Was it scary? No.
So where would you put it?
It's a kiddie ride.
A 1
A
again?
2 because it's painful. There you go.
That's fair.
There.
Okay, so I'm kind of along the same lines. I'm actually going to give it a 3 because as an adult, it doesn't feel good. For kids, it they're not really going to care. So, take it or leave it for the kids. But for an adult, it's pretty painful. So I don't like pain, so I'm going to give it a 3 out of 10. All right, so it hurts, but is it fun?
Yes, it's fun.
Okay.
All right, so that I'm going to probably do still low. I'm going to do a 4. Okay. It's a nice kid ride, and people are going to really have fun on it. So.
I think I'm going a little bit lower with a 3. I don't love it. It's not one of my favorites. I don't have that much fun because it hurts too much. But we're going to still stick around to 3 there because obviously kids are going to enjoy it. It's a great introductory ride for kids to have, and kids don't have as big of heads either, so they're not going to be banging their heads, but we'll talk about that later. All right, so is it smooth?
No. If I could put it 0, I'd put it 0. But I'm going to have to put it 1 because that's the lowest number I can go.
Okay, so the whole time I was riding that ride, every single turn that we made, I swear, okay, it's literally right here, and then the other one's right here. It's boxing your ears the entire time. I was holding onto it and stretching it out as much as I could, and then trying to hold my head as still as possible with, do you know how much I need a chiropractor right now? It's crazy. So, yeah, that's not a fun one as far as that goes. So definitely trying to keep it decent, but it's definitely got to be a 1 for me also. All right, Drew, what's it for theming?
Theming? All right, so you're going to be a little bit surprised because I hate this ride. I like the ride, but it's just uncomfortable and stuff. But the theming is great.
Why is it great?
It's great because it's the Carolina Blue. It's called Kiddie Hawk, which was the birthplace of aviation, where they were testing all the flights and stuff on the beach. Yeah, it's just really, really great. So I'm going to give it a 6.
A 6.
A 6.
Okay. It's okay for me. I do know that it's aviation themed, and obviously it's a little bit Kiddie Land themed also, and that is the area where we are. We have the Camp Snoopy store right here already, but I do not love this ride genuinely as far as the theming goes. There's just not a ton to it, but the saving grace is that there's a little fountain that goes through it. Otherwise, it's just some bars. It's just some metal. That's all it is. There's a certain color. There's just not much to it. So to me, I don't really love the theme because it doesn't really deliver on a theme much, at least not in my opinion. But the river inside I think is pretty. So I'm giving it a 3 out of 10. So let's count these up. So we did differ just a little bit, but I still gave it 11 points and he gave it 14 points. So let's go move on to our next spot. I wasn't going to get a drink, but I don't know. State Line Margarita is kind of calling my name. Or Smoked Peach. Probably Smoked Peach thing. So it's on tap right there. That's so cool. Okay, now look, I wasn't going to get another drink, okay? Don't judge me. But also, it's a smoky peach drink. And it has a tahini rim, okay? All right? It's so good. Okay? Just hear me out. All right, this next coaster has been closed on and off all day today, and it is still closed now. It is the Flying Cobras. Neither of us, I think I can speak for both of us, wanted to ride this anyway.
Yeah.
So
I rode it yesterday.
Watch me cry, guys, about this being closed. Anyway, I am not sad about this, but we are going to talk about it just a little bit. We did just ride this with Drew's daughter and with your wife too, right?
Yesterday.
And we had a lot of fun on it. Also, it hurts really bad. and I had a headache at the end of it. So, let's talk about what it is. Flying Cobras, what is it for fast or for speed?
Oh, speed?
Yes.
You can't really judge this one on speed that well, but I'm gonna try because it takes you up there and it goes. There's 2 lift hills. As far as speed goes, I'm gonna go with a 4.
Okay. Yeah.
Just because I can't tell.
Okay. Yeah, and you have a lot of lift hills in that. Yeah, I'm in for that. Yeah,
It goes slow, it goes fast. It's a 4.
Okay, Flying Cobra for me, I do not like this ride, just to be honest. But yeah, I agree with you. You go up the lift hill, you go around, and then you go up the lift hill on the other side too. It's not a particularly fast ride by any means, but each time you're going to go fairly fast after it releases. I'm going to give it probably, you know what, I'm going to stick with you. I'm going to give it a 4. It's not a 5, it's a 4. It does a lot of going slow. 1 to 10, is it scary?
I have no comments on it, but I'm gonna say 6.
6.
Because the lift hills.
I thought you said no comments. The lift hills are terrifying.
There you
and
go.
You're going backwards.
Fine, there's
on
your
some
comment.
lift. This entire ride, the entire experience is terrifying. When you get up to that spot right there, it's absolutely horrifying. And you're going in different directions. It feels unpredictable, even if you know what the ride is actually doing. It's terrifying. It's not fun. So yes, I'm going to give it, for terrifying, I'm going to give it a 10. This is as scary of a ride as you can get here at Carowinds, I think. And just straight scary. That doesn't mean fun scary, just straight scary. 1 to 10, is it fun?
Is it fun? 1 to 10, I'm gonna say 5.
5?
5. It's a 5 because I don't know how to answer this question because it's really not that fun, but I enjoyed it a little bit.
So you chose the middle?
The middle, just the middle. I don't know.
All right, for me, is it fun? Absolutely freaking not. It's not fun at all. There's nothing good about this ride. I hate every second of it, and it gets a 1 from me for fun. Is this ride smooth enough to cut through butter?
No. It's not smooth at all. I give it a 1. It is just not smooth.
So, okay, the thing that I love about rides is when they're smooth. This ride is not smooth. This thing hurts really terribly, and once again, I've already mentioned it, but up here, that spot right there, that's where it's the absolute worst. So yes, I absolutely detest this ride because it's not smooth. It's something that gives you a headache. It makes you feel sick. You're going backwards for a lot of it. I already don't like to go backwards. And then you're going backwards in an unpredictable manner, and that makes it even worse. So definitely not a smooth ride. I give it a 1 also. All right, where's the theming ring for this ride?
Oh, where's the theming for the ride? Oh, over here. Come on, check it out. They get a 1 for theming. A lunchbox.
So yeah, I don't really think that this has much of an experience with it that is themed in any way. I do think they have some kind of cool theming elements, and the whole idea is that you're riding a snake, basically. It's kind of a bit carnival-y even. I would even go as far as to say it kind of has a bit of a freak show kind of a vibe to it coming in. So as far as that like carnival theme goes, I think it does kind of match what the rest of this area all is, because this is all the carnival. This is the 1959 carnival that's happening right now. So I am going to give it a 3, not a 1, even though I really don't love this ride, but I am going to give it a little bit more of the benefit of the doubt than what Drew did. But also I love this. Oh my word! Show it! Show it!
I just watched somebody drop this off.
He found something.
Congrats, you found a Carowinds treasure. I am a gift for you to keep or leave for someone else to find. Follow Carowinds Hidden Treasures on Facebook and post your treasures. Have an adventurous day from the 3 brothers.
Oh my word! I love it! That's so cool!
Got a little nano.
Well, with that fun hidden item that Drew just found, we're going to continue on. We have one more coaster that we have yet to ride today, and we're going to go hit that if it's running. It's not been running all day. This one is Hurler. Honestly, it's one of my favorite rides. That doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna score highly in every single category though. Let's go. It's running, yay! All right, the Hurler. One more time, let's go. Last ride of the day. The Hurler was originally themed to Wayne's World. I think they just kept keeping the title anyway, because I don't think it's a copyrighted trait. But it is featured on Wayne's World, and it's a very fun ride. I love it. It's low to the ground thrills. It has a very similar seating kind of situation as Blue Streak would have, really, but definitely a higher drop, and it's more fun, let's be honest. Hurler, where would you rank it on speed?
Speed, not too fast, not too slow, probably a 3.
Okay. I'm going to use the exact same logic, not too fast, not too slow, but I'm going to give it a 5 because of that, because it is fast enough, especially once it gets down on those low to the ground thrills. So you have a lot of curves, a lot of low to the ground moments like this. I love that part, but it's never particularly high and it's never particularly fast, and that's part of what I love about it. What is it on 1 to 10 for scary factor?
For scary, I don't think it's that scary at all. I would call it a 4 because it's old.
I would not say Hurler is terrifying by any means, but I do think it's very fun and thrilling. So I'm going to just give it like a 4. It's not going to be particularly high, but I'm going to give it a 4 for that. Again, low to the ground thrills. That's really what I'm all about. I love any ride that delivers on that, and that is definitely something Hurler does. So, okay, what was Hurler on fun?
Fun. Was it fun? Yes, it was fun. It was painful, but I like it because it's not too big. But it is painful, so I'm gonna go with a 6 on this. I like the Hurler.
Okay, the Hurler to me is very, very fun, but I don't think it's incredibly fun to most people. And it's fun to me. A lot of the reason why it's fun to me is because of its own concept of the low to the ground thrills. I even love the wooden roller coaster kind of idea. I love all of that, but it does kind of shake. It does kind of hurt. It's not one I'm gonna want to re-ride over and over and over again. I think I'm gonna give it a 7 for fun. Was it smooth and 1 to 10?
It was not smooth. 1.
Okay, I don't think it's so not smooth to warrant a 1, but I think I'm gonna give it a 3. It's not a smooth ride. Like, it's definitely a lot of this throughout the whole time. But that's also part of the fun of it for me. I kind of enjoy that. That's the way coasters used to be. It's the way God intended coasters to be. So that is what I'm gonna stick with, 3. All right, so last one, theme.
Theming. I'm sure it used to be better when it was Paramount or whatever, because it's themed towards Wayne's World, which is one of my all-time favorite movies. I think it's hilarious. I love it. There's so many puns in there. I love it. But they're theming right now. 5. 5 because I like Wayne's World. I love the name, but it should still be Wayne's World. But they don't own the rights to it. 5.
For me, I look at the theming of it. I mean, sure, it's Wayne's World. First of all, I've never seen Wayne's World, so I don't really know. But what is themed about it? Like, it's just a wooden coaster. So I don't really see any theme other than the obscure fact that you may know that Wayne's World had that coaster on it, or a coaster called Hurler, because I don't really know which one that actually is. So I'm just gonna give it a 1. It's a standard coaster. It's fun to look at. It's fun to watch. It's fun to see it go, and it's fun to ride it. But I don't necessarily think it's like a really well-themed experience. So overall, I gave Hurler 20 points, and Drew gave Hurler 19 points. But yeah, I think you bring up a good point. I think he likes that ride.
Yeah.
More than I do. I don't know. I don't know if you like the ride as much. I think you like the concept.
I like the concept.
And I like the ride more and less care about the concept.
Yeah.
So that's why it kind of evened out. Kind of interesting.
You dove a little deeper than me.
Yeah.
Just because I like Wayne's World.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
I kind of like doing this because it's fun to see what happens with all of these coasters and where we actually are. So here is the actual ranking. Go check that out right now. But okay, first though, honestly, we've been wanting to ride Boo Blasters like this whole time.
No, it's been like 4 days. I haven't rode Boo Blasters yet.
Boo Blasters.
What?
So we're gonna go hit Boo Blasters right now. Let's get on it. Let's go. All right, so this one actually has noises. Listen to that. Kings Island, it doesn't have noises, and it also vibrates on your hand. I love it. It's way better to know like when you've hit something. Wow, I already have 94,000 points. This one has much better aim too. He's creepy too. 282,000 for the champ here. 230.
239,000 or something.
9,000, something like that. Obviously, I'm far superior. Obviously.
Right.
Leonardo's. We haven't been in here yet, so we're gonna try this. This was Chick-fil-A 2 years ago. Not anymore. Let's see what this food is like. Let's go. Wow, these garlic knots look incredible. It is worth your meal plan just to buy one of these. Here's the pizza. You can get pasta, chicken strips, or the piadina, and then you have some additional sides over there. All right, so this looks just crazy. Now, obviously, it's like glazed on the top. It's not inside, so it's not maybe quite as amazing as I was hoping for, but look, I'm not like sad about it either. They're still pretty normal tasting, but still very good. And this huge garlic knot will be fantastic to like sop up all the extra juices on my plate. 3 shells, really good. I have no complaints. This is very good. I wouldn't say it's the best meal I've ever had at a theme park, but that's not necessarily what I was asking for. I was asking for pretty standard Italian, and that's exactly what I got, and I'm glad I'm here. It's very good. You look ravenous, sir.
I'm hungry.
How is it?
The potatoes are super soft and nice. They're roasted to perfection. He gave me the cheesiest cheese pizza that there was. I'm happy. Last meal of the night. We got about less than an hour left.
Yep. We gotta eat fast, don't we?
I'm trying to
All right, let's go. All right, we just got our meal, and now we are on our way to Aeronautica Landing. We only have about 40 minutes to ride whatever we can here in Aeronautica Landing. So that's where we're gonna head out. Let's go. I do like a lot of these rides. Gear spin looks fun. Oh no, is that one closed? Euro?
That's the one we wanted. The
Euro's closed.
Euro.
I wanted to ride Euro.
Gyro Force.
Gyro Force.
Not Gyro Force.
No, it's Gyro Force.
Gyro Force.
It's about Greeks. Obviously, this is all
Greek.
Greek.
Mediterranean for sure.
It's all Greek to me. All right, let's go on here. We're gonna ride Airwalker. Pretty sure there isn't even a wait on this. We'll all get in on one time. So we're just hopping there right now. Let's go. Hopefully it doesn't make me too sick. I just ate pizza. Actually, I ate pasta, not pizza, but I had a lot of it. talk about doing things in a counterintuitive way. Right now there's nobody in this area because they're all off hitting Fury 325. So we do see that Gyro Force is on. So we're gonna try to do it as long as there's no indicators saying it's not going. Because I would love to ride this ride. It's very, very fun. Oh, it's closed. It's closed. Okay.
It's probably gonna open.
I don't know. Maybe they're just testing it tonight. Oh, well, that makes me sad. But we can ride something else. Look at how short of a line that thing has.
You should go do gear spin.
I'm gonna go try gear spin. You wanna film me? He's got his mic.
Got the mic.
He's
Here we
my
go.
model. There you go.
So he's gonna go ride this one, and I'm just gonna sit it out. Clearly. There he is. Absolutely crazy. I don't know why you're doing this. Because you have to.
I feel like it took a lot longer than I wanted it to take.
It did take a long time, yeah.
Like it's time for closing now.
4 minutes. 4 minutes till close. Here we go. We're gonna be here after close.
It's okay, you didn't want to ride Fury 325 again.
Here we go. He's going up. I don't know how you can do this. This does not seem fun. It doesn't spin upside down, but still, you're all the way up there, just hanging.
If you're all loose and valuable items, the use of cameras and cell phones is strictly prohibited, and Carowinds is not responsible for any article lost or damaged during your ride.
He has landed.
Well, that was a blast. I loved that so much. They also have people over here kind of directing where you need to go with flashlights, telling you where to go now. I liked that ride a lot, but you would have hated being stuck up in the air.
Yeah, I know. That's
You would
the
have
main
hated
thing.
that,
I do
yeah.
not like heights at all.
Yeah. And you would have been like confined, and yeah, I can totally
Yeah,
see
no
how you would have
control.
hated that.
Yeah.
But I loved the ride. It was very fun. Not scary at all, but it is thrilling. And it does give you a little bit of nausea, I suppose. So thank you guys so much for hanging out. We've had a great day today for the ranking and then just for some flat rides that we wanted to make sure that we got done by the end of our time here at Carowinds.
Yeah,
This
I
is
think
the
it's
last day.
About 9 hours
Of
after
Carowinds.
close. Or 9 minutes after close.
9 minutes after close, yep. Let's walk this way. It's more scenic.
Yeah.
We don't care about Nighthawk.
No.
So, thank you guys so much for watching. Please press that subscribe button, like, and if you want to support the channel, then please do. You can go to Buy Me a Coffee, or you can leave super chats, super stickers, or you can also support me on Patreon if you'd like to do that. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Also, go check out Drew and DROKO Adventures on YouTube.
Or DROKOadventures.com.
Or you can go to DROKOadventures.com because they bought a domain that will take you directly to YouTube for them. It's an easier way to make sure that you find them. So, Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's go. Drew, they're playing our song.
Out that door. Bye, bye, bye.
Don't want to be a fool for you. You're just another player in your game for two. If you've seen our lives, you know.
Yeah, you know.
If you know, you know.
You're a real OG.
That's right. We're going into Harmony Hall for a pee break. Let's go. I love Intimidator up there.
Oh my god.
What's it called? It's not Intimidator.
It's Thunder Striker.
I don't think I'll ever get that.
I'm always the one that reminds me. It's
I
Thunder
know.
Striker.
Now, one thing that I notice here, if you look in here, there are tons of people right now still eating, stuff like that. I'm gonna give a quick expert tip. Don't choose this time to eat. Choose this time for your very last ride. Eat at an odd time. You know, eat at 8:30 when everyone else is eating at 6:30. But don't eat right now because right now is the best time to hit your last really big ride at either a very minimal weight or at a weight that doesn't inconvenience the rest of your day at all. Quick tip. Take it or leave it, I guess. Hey, thanks for watching. I release theme park related videos at least a couple times a week, so press that subscribe button if you made it this far. Also, check out similar videos in the playlist to the right or find my newest video to the left. Thanks again, and let's go!